And we have advanced to the retreat phase. And that has played a significant part in this game. It says units in a clear terrain adjacent to an enemy unit in a clear terrain at a higher elevation must immediately retreat 4 hexes. So, clear terrain here. Well, that ain't a clear terrain there, but still. We had a bunch of units that had to retreat from clear terrain to clear terrain, so I believe they were all adjacent. Then they had to go back 4 hexes. That kills me. That's a long ways. Must immediately retreat 4 hexes following the procedures. That means, you gotta avoid zones of control and be able to retreat. But 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move them up here to Higgins Hill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be in these woods along the road. Maybe we got that wrong real quick, but we go back and I'll look at their original positions and reapply. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes. Okay, well, that clears the area out. If that's the case, I mean, either or, we're gonna be moved back. We'll find out what their original positions are. But that did that during the retreat phase. I'll have to keep that in mind next turn. No Union units next to the Confederates in the higher ups. I think we're getting ready for turn 14, but I want to go ahead and look over the rules on this. Make sure I'm in compliance. We'll be back. Final turns, Civil War, Clash of Giants. Be back. All right, we got a correction here. Delving further into the rules. This unit here, this is where they originally were. Reynolds' units were up here. King's units were there. Reynolds' brigades have to retreat because he's in clear hex and he's in clear hex. They were separated by a river hex or a steep terrain hex. He wouldn't have to retreat, but he has to, so he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and just retreat on the road. Now this unit here, King's forces, they don't have to retreat because there's a big old berm. You see, I can't get you on a steep hill hex side there. And plus, this is not a clear hex, it's a wooded hex, so he doesn't meet the prerequisites of having to withdraw a whole 4 freaking hexes away. So that's where we're at here. We were done with that phase, and we're getting ready to clean everything up and get ready for the morning of August 30th. Curious to see who's going to win this game. Like I said, there's a score. 29-25, so it's a close game, but I don't think the Union player, I wouldn't be looking at that. I'm looking at this old hex right here, so we'll see if we can get this game done early before time runs out. Be back with some moves. Okay, we are back and we are ready to clean up. Like I said, King's forces get to stay there, so there's a little look at the main battleground. After the retreat phase, we go to what's called the game turn end phase, and that just checks to see if anybody's got an automatic victory or not, which is not going to be achieved in this game at this point. But the main thing you want to look at on this game here is these game tracks, these little Confederate movement tracks along stream. So this really tells you what's going on both of these things. So we just cleared them all off. You can see how cluttered this one gets after a while. So we'll go ahead and clear up all these units and we'll separate them out. But they get clogged. All kinds of chits on them. And these are your command chits. So we'll go ahead and put these on down and get them all sorted out. And we'll be right back and get ready to advance that game turn marker. Getting ready for turn 14. Okay, I had to delete the last video. Every once in a while, and I'm sorry about this when I see these on YouTube, the videos turned the wrong way. I don't know why it does that. Everything's the same here, but it doesn't. I just caught it on this one. So anyway, we are all cleared up here, ready to go. We got the chits ready, and like I was saying before I deleted. Something about this chit pull game is compared to all the other games. This is the first chit pull game I've ever played, and I like the concept. I'm getting ready to play me a game of an old game of War and Peace, Avalon Hill, and it's more along the lines where one side makes all of his moves and attacks, and then the other side makes all their moves and attacks. And maybe you'll have some counterattacks and stuff in there. But I like the idea of the brigades and not knowing who's going to move next. I think that adds a lot of realism to the game. So if I was going to make a game, if I was going to have a dream game or an ideal game, I think I'd incorporate that shit system. Not that I'm not going to really enjoy, the old good old War and Peace, but it's a refreshing change of pace. Another thing in this game is I got all my chits here ready to go for the Confederate player, and everything, special command markers for the Confederate player also. That definitely gives them a tactical advantage, and I guess simulates their their superior generals, their superior leadership, to whereas the Union player has got numbers, and I guess that was the way the war went, in general. But we'll see if we can change things here. Another thing about this game, that's what I was talking about when the deleted video, is these counters being so freaking small. Come on, guys. I mean, we're not youngsters playing these games here. I got my but I wouldn't mind paying for a game with bigger counters. I'll tell you, the game that I really like to have the nice counters was just Fields of Despair. Those counters are big. Let me see what's going on. I don't know about these. Why is everything got to be so micro? I mean, I guess maybe it's about saving money. This game is really light. It was on paper, make a profit and stuff like that. But sometimes give us a good deluxe game, man. We'll pay for it. We're going to play that War and Peace game here in a little bit, but we're doing it on Vassal. But I was taking out those counters, and oh my god. I was 20 years younger when I was playing that game, but that's about it on the event. Like I said, we're going to be playing a Vassal game of War and Peace, and I might make a video on that. And playing an opponent. This guy knows his War and Peace, so we'll see how it goes. We're going to do the Austerlitz scenario. Let me show you my system here. Hold on. Alright, this is my beast. She's water cooled. Oh, look at that. You can't see nothing in there. Maybe you can. But she's all, I got the big old screen going on here. This thing's about as big as a mat board itself. So we'll be doing us a Vassal game. There you go. Do us our Vassal game on here, and we'll maybe share it. It'll be a War and Peace game, and I'm really excited about it. Like I said, this guy's a veteran player, veteran everything, so got a little lieutenant going up against a general. We'll see how we do. But that's it for now. Let's get back to the game. Okay. It is time for the artillery draw, so we're going to put all the artillery markers, except for the special ones that don't be drawn. They are picked and selected at the Confederate player's discretion. But we got a whole thing full of them, and it should be 12. I thought there was 13 in it before. I haven't really... Maybe it looks like they're getting less and less. Where am I losing these artillery counters at? All right, let's count them out here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, there's 12 counters there, so I haven't lost none. Thought there was 13 at one count, but maybe I might have used another one. Who knows? So, all right, there'll be a 6 counter draw. Mix them up for this next turn. See who gets the advantage. Well, like I said, the Confederate player already has 2 of them. He has to disposal. So this game's definitely, I think, slanted in the Confederates player. Now, there was a play test or a note by the designer that says it was a Union player's advantage. So who knows? Okay, first artillery marker to be drawn is going to go to the Confederate player. Let's hurry this up along here. Second one. Union. All right, third one. Confederate. Yeah, don't want them to get too many of those boys. We've got some mean leaders and everything on as it is. Okay, this one here's a Union. So that's a 4. 2 more. Union. And one more. Who are we gonna get here? This one here feels like a good one, and it is the Confederate. So it's even on the draws, but 5 artillery available markers for the Confederates, and only 3 for the Union player. And then it might not be the units that even need it, so it's all kind of a crapshoot in this game, which makes it interesting. Okay, next thing we'll do is both players set any special command markers, blah blah blah. Maybe rolled. Both players place all command markers. Okay, here we go. A big old stack of Union orders. Oh, artillery cup, wrong cup. Maybe that's what happens to my markers. Alright, that thing's empty. Let's make sure here. There we go. A big old stack of... Not as big of as a stack as a Union player, but they got those in there. We'll mix them all up and get them ready for the first draw. Alright. It says here, artillery special command marker phase, operational phase, early entry reinforcement attempts. Ain't no more players coming on the boards, ladies and gents. That's it. Everybody is committed. Reinforcement arrivals, artillery special command marker phase, operational phase. All right, we're ready to draw chits, I would believe. Let me see. Everything looks good to go. No markers on the board. Combat units there. All right, good to go. First one to be drawn. Oh, it's getting started already. Confederate player wants Longstreet wing to come on. He'll need a roll of 1 to be able to move his units with a +1 die roll modifier. And I'll go ahead and read this to you. Once per game, Longstreet may be used as a first chit of a turn to activate all formations of Longstreet's wing with a +1 die roll modifier on their command rolls. Alright, so that's what happens with Longstreet. And the Confederate player will attempt that right now. Looking for that single digit. And he's a 3, so Longstreet don't come on this turn. Alright, so we got to do it the normal way. And we'll see what happens. First chit to be pulled will be the Union player with the initiative, and it's going to be Kearny. Kearny's down to his last unit, I do believe. He's over there involved with old Pinter or whatever. Pinter's holding up the works. Alright, well, we'll see what Kearny's going to do. First thing Kearny's got to do is roll. Get himself a big 3, which equals 4. Kearny's in command because he's all by himself. Kearny, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? If he pulls out of there. Yeah, I think Kearny's got other things to do. I see a couple of cavalry units could be a pain in the butt. Kearny, head west. See if you can't do a little bit of guerrilla action or something, or get your zone of control and tie up those Stuart artillery or cavalry guys. So therefore we'll go 4 movement spices. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's Kearny's move. Next draw. It's going to be the U.S. player. And it's going to be the First Corps. First Corps, ain't he about out of units too? Yeah, I think he's out. Does he have any units on the board? Huh. I was supposed to keep him out if he ain't got units. Where you at there, First Corps? First Corps, where are you hiding at? I don't see any First Corps units on the board. It's a long list. Wouldn't be surprised if they were out of units, so I think I'll keep his chit over here so don't get drawn again. The whole First Corps has been eliminated. His units are nowhere to be found. Oh, shoot. Oh, Third Corps. But no more light blue guys. Alright, well, hopefully he won't pop up. I'm looking, I don't see him. Alright, draw another chit. First Corps is history. Long live the First Corps. Alright, next is Union player. And it is the 9th Corps. And these boys here are where? Oh, they only got a couple of units. Oh, okay, here we go. Got one guy. So, well, maybe, yeah, he is going to be wavered. One, two. Oh, he'll be in command range. All right, let's see what we got here. We got one unit here. One, two, three hexes between. It's good enough to put him in command range. Let's roll for a nice core. Oh. Two. Only four. God, come on, man. Get some movement going on here. All right. Only got 4 movement spots, so let's see what the 9th Corps is going to do. Make sure I got all their units covered. And we'll be back. All right, we're back with 9th Corps moves. And here's what they're doing. It's going to be all about, not really worrying about high odds attacks. But they're the only guys I got up north there. There's a bunch of units trying to circle around, so therefore I got one unit locking Stuart's cavalry into zones of control. Now cavalry ain't gonna come over, especially come through a river at a bunch of columnized infantry. I think it'd just be suicide, so I think they've incorporated that into the game, and it is against the rules for a cavalry unit to attack an infantry unit. Just to simulate the fact that it would never happen. I don't know. Whatever happened to a good old charge and just knock it into them. But what do I know? So anyway, Stuart's forces can't attack me, but they can move out of my zone of control. But when they do that, they cannot re-enter the zone of control, so that kind of locks them out for this turn. Get anywhere near a Union force. Same thing over here. This unit here is just going to stay up here on top of this hill and use his zone of control to lock into these guys. These guys can move out, but can't move back into another one, or they can just sit there and try to attack me. But they'll be going uphill. I couldn't get no reinforcements in time. That's the furthest he can go, so they're kind of on their own out there. All right, training, not really too good. Sacrificial units, yeah, I guess they could be called cannon fodder, but gotta do what you gotta do. So that's his move. Next units to be drawn. No combat by the Union player yet. I think this looked like a Confederate. No, that's a Union. All right. It is going to be Ricketts. I do believe, yeah. Ricketts. All right, Ricketts. 5 or 6 for maximum movements. 2. Ricketts moves 4. Where are you at, Ricketts? Oh, Ricketts is a little lonely unit over here. The hero of the day yesterday. Oh, you know what we forgot to do, people? We forgot to move this turn marker, so it's turn 14. Alright, what else? Am I forgetting something? Am I going too fast? No, I think that's about it. Ricketts is up. He's gonna find out what he's gonna do. He's surrounded too. Hey, you got some other units coming in. Let's find out what his mission is. Alright, we think we're going to just keep Ricketts there. You can keep these guys tied down. If they leave the zone of control, they can't go to another. And also, we activated Buford and got his cavalry behind. So these guys really are locked in. They can't really leave his zone of control and go into his. So Ricketts, you're going to stay there. Just hold everybody in place. Keep them from going up and defending the old Union hex, our Confederate victory point hex at Stony Ridge. But Buford's move was key. He moved out of their zone of control. He can't enter another zone of control, but he can stay right there and use that big old. This is a good zone of control game. That's one thing about that War and Peace. They don't have no. It's weird going from one mechanics one game to the next. I'm over there at War and Peace going, can I move this guy? But there ain't no zone of controls. So, all right. What do we got going on? So that's going to be the move. Ricketts going to stay there. Buford's going to move. That's the only special marker I think the Union player has is the old Buford cavalry, and he ain't good for nothing. It's just a small size unit. Not so training, but he can move fast. And you don't have to roll first movement. So we're going to get ourselves a Confederate shit here, because they are due. They'll decide if they want to use the old Jackson wing, but I don't know how many freaking units of Jackson's wings are left. Ewing, Light, they're all Jackson's Forces were the first one on the board. Anybody have left? Oh, yep, it is. The odds are in my favor. Man, I couldn't do that good at the casino. I need a. All right, Jones of Longstreet's wing. All right, so then Jackson's wing won't be even considered. And we'll go over here and look for the Jones boys. Oh, the Jones boys are in purple. It's where all the action is. It's kind of weird. It's all going on in the same spot. All right, Jones is column of Jackson's wing. Rolls 3. He gets a 6. So come over here. And as per procedure, they're both in command range. See what they can do. Or it might be locked in. I'll be back. Alright, we're back. And old Jones is pretty much going to stay put. Now, I spent a while looking at this one. This unit here moved on into here, but I thought about going back, helping this out, moving here, helping that attack out, but I'm just going to come on up here and we're going to get a little something going on with this little unit that's sitting there. He looks like he's a low-hanging fruit, as we say. So that'll be his attack. We still need to shore up this spot here, so we'll see if we can get going. That looks awfully vulnerable, but we'll see what's up. That'll be it for Jones's attack. We're going to take a little dinner break here, and we'll be back here in no time.